Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, Shon-Jhon. Welcome to the channel. So I got some great news. So I like to come on and give you guys different perspectives. I like to come on and give you guys options, give you opportunities. All I ask in return is that you guys be open-minded and that you smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe because the channel is growing and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for helping me to grow this channel. Smash the thumbs up, share the channel with someone else. If you have any questions or comments, you're welcome to put it down into the chat, and I'll check them out as often as I can. And but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. So let's dive into it. When I was young, I used to have this. This might be way back for some of you, because I realize there are some very young people on the channel, which is awesome because I get to influence you before you get out into the real world, right? Before you start taking on things that you probably shouldn't take on, that were good 10 years ago but bad today, good 5 years ago but bad today, right? Because everything's changing so quickly. We often think about technology and how quickly technology changes and shifts, and we're like, man, 5 years ago you were doing this, and now here today all of a sudden something brand new, and then 5 years from now technology is going to have us flying and driving flying cars, and I don't really know how that'll work, but somehow I know the police are going to find a way to hide their cars in the clouds and then just pull people over for speeding through the atmosphere. I don't know. And all of a sudden, a year from now, 2 years from now, nobody's going to be driving cars. Cars are going to be automated. Everything, right? So and some of you are such bad drivers. You need bumpers on your cars. I know here in Dallas, they have some really bad drivers. By the way, drop your city and state. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And shout out to Wakanda, because I know there's some people watching from the great continent of Africa. And I've gotten messages from people from Canada. So that's cool to me. I'm just a South Louisiana boy living in Texas, so I appreciate all of that. But listen, everything's changing so quickly. The rules have changed when it comes to personal finances. Things have changed when it comes to dealing with banks. Technology's moving quickly. The way we live and move and operate and have our being has changed. 5 years ago, if I would have said, hey, I'm going to send a stranger to your house to pick you up, you would be like, hell no. But today, you call the stranger to come and pick you up when you use Uber, right? Hey, somebody's going to go get your food and bring it to you. No, I'm not letting anybody touch my food, but yet you do. So things change so very quickly. Homeschool is a thing now because nobody wants their kids in prison. The public school board, right? So that's not something I don't want my kids in the public education system. Nothing against you teachers, but I don't want my kids being socialist or communists, right? So we do want to help people, but we want to help you to help you. I always say that, like, hey, if I'm helping you and you're not helping you, then I'm taking care of you. I want to help you, right? I'll give you a push, and then you got to get that momentum on your own. And that's how I feel. So, but a lot of things have changed. Technology has changed. Everything's moving fast. The rules have changed when it comes to finances. Like I always say, just 3 years ago, 2020, it was a good time to buy a house. Maybe even 2021, but here we are, 2024, and purchasing a house is a terrible idea just that quickly. Right? Using credit cards had lower limits a few years ago. Now they have ridiculous limits, and now that's a bad idea, right? So parking your money in the bank a few years ago, banks paid interest, 3, 4, 5, 6% interest. So your money did make something because inflation wasn't eating it up. Now inflation is higher than the interest the banks pays. By the way, most banks pay 0 interest. Inflation is super high. It's higher than what they tell you because they don't count food and gas. And the reason they don't, because they know it'll blow your mind. And so now you have people in power who have no idea how to fix the economy. I do. All you have to do is ask me. I can fix inflation just like this. And if you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. So a lot of things have changed. So the question you've got to be asking is, all right, how do I shift with the shifting times? Shon-Jhon just told me that the banks don't pay interest. So now I know it's not a good idea to stack money in a bank. Yes, you could have some money in the bank to protect you and to hedge against hard times, but the goal is not to pile up a savings account, right? And so, all right, that's one. Okay, Shon-Jhon just came on and told me that buying a house is a terrible idea, right? Well, buying a house with your paycheck is a terrible idea. Buying a house with cash flow is a good idea. Buying a house that you're going to live in is a bad idea. Buying a house that you're going to rent out is a good idea, right? So just to be clear, because I don't want you guys jumping on me, I get all these comments about, yeah, I bought a house all these years ago and I got all this equity. Equity means nothing until you sell the house. It's make-believe. Well, I can go get a loan. Okay, you got a loan on a loan. How stupid. Okay. Now you're borrowing money against money you've already borrowed. That ain't free money. No, until you sell the house, don't talk about equity. Go sell the house. Right? And I'm telling you, hey, the stock market is dangerous. People are in and out of the stock market every 10 minutes. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Social media is God in the market now. Social media is, you know, Elon Musk could get on there and do one tweet and Bitcoin go through the roof, or he could tweet negatively and it go to the ground. Unbelievable. All of that influence. Wow. And so times are changing, things are shifting, and you got to be prepared as you can. My golden rule is, well, my golden 3 rules is faith. That's the most important thing in your entire life, in my life. There's no amount of money more important than that. And family is number 2. There's no amount of money more important than family. And then finance is number 3, right? So you get your finances right so you can take care of your family. And that's all I try to teach you, because I had to shift too. In 2017, I was homeless. In 2020, when I moved here to Dallas with my family, I had no idea what I was going to do. I was just trying to figure out life. And so I shared this information with you so you can get an inside look into my life, where I'm just trying to tell you some things I've learned so that you can use them and apply. And so you don't have to make the mistakes that I made, right? You go out and buy a house with your paycheck, that's a 30-year mortgage that you have to pay. If you don't know how to make money outside of your job, you got to go to work for 30 years. You're 35 now, okay, see you at 65, hopefully. And put your money into a 401k for 40 years. How stupid. The market is doing this. We don't know what they're buying. Most of you have no idea where your 401ks are. Just a way for people to get rich by you giving them your money, because you have no idea what to do with it, right? And so I just want to educate you on this channel. Yes, I'm saying some things that might piss you off a little, but that's good. I'm the friend that's going to piss you off and tell you the truth, though, right? I'm not going to piss you off by lying to you. I'm going to piss you off by telling the truth, and then grab you by the shoulders and say, hey, look, I believe in you. You could do this. I know it pissed you off. I know it got you upset, but it was meant to wake you up. All right. So shift your mindset and let's do this while we still have time. Right. That's who I'm going to be. Right. Dependent on one job. You guys, you grew up in families where your relatives worked one job and stayed on the job. Well, those days are gone. Now you gotta retire yourself. Don't depend on retirement. And now you've got to make sure you have income away from your job. So please figure that stuff out so you're not stuck in a situation where if you lose your job, your whole entire life is destroyed, right? And so you don't want to be in that situation. So please find a way to make money away from your job. By the way, I'm going to be teaching a live Zoom training. So if you want to get the invite to the free Zoom training where I teach you what I do to make money without going to work, because I don't want to work hard. I've done it. There are easier ways to make money. And if I could teach you to make an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month using only your smartphone, if that's worth it to you, if that's something you're interested in learning, just write middleman in the comments, because I just teach you how to build your own middleman business from your phone. And you don't have to go out and do any physical work. All I need you to do is use your phone to get customers, get paid, and then dispatch the work to someone else who's going to do it and who wants to do it. So anyway, guys, if you want to learn how to make money using your smartphone, and you're saying, hey, I need to make some extra money. I'm tired of working this hard. I need to make sure that my finances are in the right place, that if anything happens with my job, I'm still good. Yes, Shon-Jhon, I would love to make an extra $5,000 a month. How do I get involved? If that's you, then, because I would be saying the same thing, but if that's you, then write middleman in the comments, and I will send you a link to a free training. That free training is going to be tonight, right? So get in the training. I'm limited on how many people I can take because I do some Q&A, and last time I had way too many people. I couldn't get to everybody, so I'm very limited. So put middleman. If you get the link, you're in. If you do not get the link, unfortunately, I've reached the max of how many people I want to have, right? So but again, it's about 45 minutes, not going to take up a lot of your time. But if you want to get in that training, put middleman in the comments. Please, please, please do not miss it. And if you miss the training, you're welcome to go right into the master class. It doesn't cost a lot. I don't need you to give me $5,000, $10,000 for me to teach you this stuff. Not that at all. Get the masterclass. If you want to go right into the masterclass and say, hey, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to start my business. I'm ready to do what you do. I'm ready to work from home. I'm ready to work from the beach. I'm ready to change my finances and change my life. If that's you, and I believe it is, because I know some of you are go-getters. I've seen the comments. And if you're ready to rock and roll, then the bonus is if you do it now and you get the masterclass, you're going to get me as your mentor for the entire year. Told you I would bless you, and I'm going to be there with you. You'll have contact with me. We'll do meetups. We'll do conversations. We'll do talks. We'll do phone calls. We'll do Zoom trainings. We'll do FaceTime. Whatever you need, I'm there with you because I know it works. I do it, and I want you to be successful. So my first year doing this, I made $77,000. That was the worst year I've had because I didn't know what I was doing. But if you can make $77,000 this year, that's a blessing. So anyway, middleman in the comments. If you want to bypass that and say, hey, let's get started, I want you to mentor me, show me how to do this, then write masterclass in the comments, and then I'll see you guys in the training. Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing day. Don't let anybody take away your joy, and I'll see you guys in the training. Peace.